Joshua 24:3a. V'ekach et avichem et Avraham me'ever hanahar. Va'olech oto b'chol eretz Canaan. The subject is the Lord from the previous verse. And I took your father, Abraham, from across the river. And this is the Hefil form, so it's I caused to go, I sent, something like that. I brought or sent him in all the land of Canaan. Va'ekach, this comes from Lamed, Kof, Chet, and this is kind of an unusual word. We treat it as though it were a pei nun. That is, we treat it as though the Lamed were a nun. And it's sort of on the analogy of Natan, to take, to give. And the Lamed seems to think it's a nun and assimilates into the second root letter when the prefix pronoun pushes it out of the way, as here. So here we're looking at a ka, vav consecutive imperfect 3ms, subject being spelled out. The Lord is speaking through Joshua in first person. I took. Then we have va'olech. This comes from halach, to walk. And the he thinks it's a yod. So we treat this like a peyod verb because of its the yod-like characteristics of the he. And that's what we have here. A peyod verb, in the case of a Hefil, would probably turn into a vav, and that's what happens to the he. So this shows us that we're looking at a Hefil, vav consecutive imperfect 3ms. Again, same subject to the Lord. And so I caused to walk, perhaps I led him in all the land of Canaan. So we notice here a very sovereignty-oriented version of the story in contrast to Genesis. I took, I led. We don't have so much the sense of go and he went. Rather, it's the Lord activating Abraham.